Hey sailors, so a few people have asked me some questions about what level of disability could sail a Weta and how I transfer and attack and jibe. So here's the Weta, and just a quick overview of the Weta. At the front we've got the jib sheets there. At the rear we've got the main sheet, which is blue, and the tiller. Now I'm using a single-ended tiller, but the guys in New Zealand are using a dual tiller so that they don't have to flip it over when they go to tack. This would make it a lot easier for us during the tacks. And then at the rear here, the white sheet we got is for the spinnaker. Now the first day of sailing, I was sitting inboard the boat like this with my feet inside. It's quite comfortable position to sit, but you just don't get as much riding moment. Now you can see here as I go to transfer, the two hulls are sides of the hulls are quite close, and it's just like transferring from a chair to my wheelchair. It's quite easy. Once I'm over, I can move forward and aft by just grabbing the handrails on the trampoline. Now the second day I went out, I added these blue noodles so that I could sit further out the trampoline and just not slide down, as you can see there. And then when I need to transfer, I just slide down into the center of the boat, grab the jib sheet, transfer across, grab the jib sheet for the new tack, and then use the blue noodle to pull myself back up. It's quite easy, I find, and then sit up on top of it for the new tack. Here's a shot from last Sunday where I was sailing along. You can see I'm up on top of the noodle. I slide down, do the jib, set the jib for the new tack, and then once I've got the sails all set, I just use the noodle to help pull me up and then sit back on it. At no point do I actually use my legs for the transfer or to push myself up. Here's a shot of me just through a jibe. I'm sitting inboard. I find you don't really need to sit outboard for this. Flip the tiller over. Again, nice simple transfer across, and then pull the spinnaker over to the next tack. Now, what you could do is, what the New Zealanders are doing, Chris, is put a bench in the center of the boat just to help with the transfer across. As you can see in this shot, he's got a transfer bench there, so he can just slide across when he goes to the tacks. Again, it's something that you can do quite easily with the boat. If you're using a slide bench, obviously you'll be facing forward when you go through the tack, which might be better. I tried tacking both facing rearwards and forwards, and didn't find too much of a big difference. It's just getting the technique. So that there is tacking and jibing in a Weta.